The Hindus should have remembered the tragic events of October 10, 1946, which marked the beginning of a genocide, but regrettably, it seems to have faded from their collective memory. Following the impending departure of the British from Bharat, a power struggle intensified, notably led by Jinnah. The Muslim League's dominance in Bengal, winning 113 out of 119 Muslim seats in the January 1946 provincial elections, resulted in the formation of a government with Hussain Suhrawardy, infamously known as the Butcher of Bengal, as Prime Minister. The notorious Direct Action Day, or Great Calcutta Killings on August 16, 1946, exemplified the extreme measures the Muslim League was willing to take to carve out an Islamic nation. In the period following Direct Action Day, communal tensions escalated in Noakhali and Chittagong districts. Anti-Hindu propaganda, including inflammatory poetry and songs, proliferated in public spaces. Ghulam Sawa Hussaini, a prominent Muslim leader from a Peer family, had long instilled anti-Hindu sentiments, capitalizing on communal hate. Ironically, Hussaini's family served as hereditary khadims at the Dera Sharif, Sufi shrine, in Shyampur, revered by both Muslims and Hindus. Exploiting the occasion of Kojagri Lakshmi Puja, an auspicious day for Bengali Hindus, Hussaini orchestrated a meticulously planned massacre. The violence commenced with an incendiary speech by Sawa and his accomplice Qasim, leading their followers in a rampage reminiscent of two warring armies. Eminent Hindus such as Surendranath Basu and Rajendra Lal Roychowdhury were targeted, with Roychowdhury brutally murdered and his daughters abducted. Lal Mohan Sen, a freedom fighter, fell victim to the marauding mobs, underscoring the indiscriminate nature of the violence. The report from the Statesman on October 16, 1946, described a harrowing scene across a 200-square-mile area. Inhabitants were surrounded by violent mobs, subjected to massacres, their homes set ablaze, and their women forcibly taken away. Thousands were coerced into slaughtering their cattle and consuming beef, while places of worship were desecrated. Shockingly, the district magistrate and the police superintendent of Noakhali failed to intervene, allowing the atrocities to continue unchecked. Village after village of Hindus fell victim to the marauding forces of Mia and Qasim, with men, women, and children slaughtered indiscriminately. Hindu temples were razed to the ground, and to compound the horror, Hindus were compelled to violate their dietary restrictions by consuming beef. The Muslim extremists, aware of the religious beliefs of Bengali Hindus, targeted women aged 12 to 45, subjecting them to rape and forced conversion to Islam. These women endured unimaginable suffering, witnessing the slaughter of their husbands before being forcibly married off to Muslim men. Reports indicated mass rapes, with hundreds of women victimized, further shattering the sanctity of Hindu identity and religion. The administration's inaction prolonged the agony of the Hindus, who received no assistance amidst the onslaught. While exact figures are unavailable, an estimated 5,000 Hindus perished in the Noakhali riots, with tens of thousands rendered homeless and forced into relief camps. Nearly 50,000 Hindus remained displaced, enduring starvation and thirst, while around 400,000 were coerced into converting to Islam. Some managed to escape, albeit leaving behind their properties, while others were compelled to pay jizya to the Muslim League, further highlighting the systematic persecution faced by the Hindu community. The objective of the Noakhali genocide was clear: to establish Bengal as Darul Islam, an abode of Islam. Despite pleas for intervention, leaders like Jawaharlal Nehru remained indifferent, and Gandhi's advocacy for non-violence proved ineffective against the brutality unleashed by the Muslim League. The violence only abated when Bihari Hindus retaliated in Chhapra, signaling a grim cycle of communal reprisals. 77 years later, we find ourselves witnessing a distressingly similar scenario in sandeshKhali, where women are still being openly assaulted by TMC leaders and their cohorts. During the Noakhali riots, it was the courageous Hindus from Bihar who stepped in. Who do you believe should now intervene to halt such targeted attacks on Hindus? Share your thoughts in the comments below.